The Bahamas is perilously close to falling off the fiscal cliff. That's according to Free National Movement Member of Parliament Dr. Dwayne Sands, who urged the government to implement belt-tightening measures during the next fiscal year, even if that means introducing income tax.
And I know what I'm going to say now will be deemed as alarmist, but we have now reached perilously close to the fiscal cliff. And that is not a political statement. Jamaica and Barbados have already fallen. Every year since 1974, successive Bahamian governments have spent more than they collected. Every single year.
Dr. Sands critiqued the country's fiscal situation as he made his contribution to the debate on the 2021-2022 fiscal year. He pointed to the growing debt over the last 40-plus years as a key indicator of the country's dire finances.
Let's go all the way back, Mr. Speaker, to the first budget in an independent Bahamas, 1974. In that year, the revenue was $115 million, and the expenditure was $155 million. The national debt in 1974 was $108 million. It is now $9,665 million.
By June 2022, government debt is projected to swell to $10.3 billion, equating to 84.3% of GDP. Dr. Sands says this is simply unsustainable. He insisted there needs to be a come-to-Jesus moment and suggested that now is not the time for sugarcoating. Sands insisted that it is time to lock in fundamental reforms moving forward, as he suggested there are several measures the Minutes administration can take.
Reassess the tax structure of the Bahamas to meet the annual funding needs of the government. If it requires income tax, let's do it voluntarily before somebody else makes us do it.
The Elizabeth MP also pushed for more belt-tightening measures, starting with state-owned enterprises and eliminating the bottomless pit approach to finance.
If I were to criticize this year's budget, I would say that it does not, in plain language, in incontrovertible ways, acknowledge that we are in deep trouble. We may have afforded champagne previously, but if we drink cider or beer, maybe we will emerge stronger and leaner.
Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.